I know that you run your own Songwriters Festival. Can we talk about that and what that means to you?
Well, yeah, I started something called the Aspen Songwriters Festival a number of years ago. We did four of them, and then due to some issues beyond my control, which had to do with money, unfortunately, which is usually what happens, we had to put it on hiatus. But we're thinking about bringing it back, and I've also been involved with other songwriters festivals in different parts of the country. Actually, this comes from one in Florida.
Oh, let me see that. So it's beautiful.
There's a gal down in on the Gulf Coast of Florida who makes these for the artists who come down and perform at something called the 30A Songwriters Festival, which is, and they're popping up all over the world. Even in Europe now. So I think it's great that songwriters finally get a chance to perform, because most of these songwriters who most people think are behind the scenes are actually incredibly talented performers as well. So.
And they're just waiting to be able to have their thing heard. One of the things I wanted to ask you too, I saw your necklaces. What other mementos did you keep along the way? Is there like a shelf at your house, or is there like a little treasure box of sorts where?
Not too nostalgic. I have stuff. I mean, of course, I have the awards and things there in my studio and various things like that. Actually, it's funny you should mention it. This bracelet I bought in the 1970s when I first moved to New York. I bought it on 59th Street at a little hip shop in the 70s. And I wore it on my wrist pretty much every show I've ever done.
Wow.
And one day I'm expecting it to just fall apart, but so far it's just nothing really. It's just a stainless steel bracelet. It's not special. It's not valuable, but it's just this thing that I put on my wrist back in the day and still on my wrist.
And it reminds you of times then, right? It's with you, right?
No, it reminds me to perform.
Okay.
It's like my little ritual. I put the bracelet on and I play.
Showtime.
Right.